are leaving the parade ring and are on their way down to the start. The first one to go down is Raffaella, followed by Harvey, Good Sport, Brilliant Streak, and Mondo.
What's up? Come in again. Oh, yeah, right.
The horses have arrived at the start, and I can pick out champion jockey Sid Halley on the strongly fancied grey Mondo. They're under starter's orders. Coming into line. They're off. And it's Good Sport leading from Brilliant Streak with Harvey in third place and Mondo fourth on the outside of Raffaella in fifth. As they head for the first fence, it's Good Sport still leading from Brilliant Streak and Mondo up to third. All safely over that one as they head out into the country.
Where the hell do you think you're going?
It's over.
Not for me.
All it takes is one.
Mondo makes a mistake there. He gets a sharp reminder from Sid Halley.
I'm sick of living with a monk. Sick of seeing you break bits of yourself every season. Can't eat, can't drink. Late nights, parties. No sex before a big race.
Which is the only time you bloody wanted it.
That may be what it takes to make a champion jockey, but it doesn't make a life.
Other jockeys have wives they seem to make out.
Then you better find one and buy her in.
Mondo is moving up to join the leaders, Brilliant Streak, Good Sport, and they land almost in a line.
I hate bloody horses.
They don't speak too highly of you!
Mr. Halley, we've operated 3 times. You're hard, but you can't take any more. And we can't do any more for you. The nerves, the tendons, the sinews, they're gone for good.
I'm a jockey.
Where?
That's what you call a bedside manner, is it?
You'd hate to be told lies. At least you're all right for cash. I hear you're almost as good on the stock market as you were on a horse.
Yeah, I'm all right. For cash.
Sid, where are you?
In here.
Oh, there you are. No change, I see. Oh, for God's sake, Sid, you've been drooping around here for 3 months like a flag on a windless day.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair.
All right. You used to be champion national hunt jockey. You used to be married to my lovely daughter. Now you've got nothing, and you're a cripple. If that's the way you like it, so be it.
It's no use, Charles. You'll strike no sparks off me. There's nothing there.
What's in there? He's a friend of yours, wasn't he?
Yeah, I knew Fred.
killed at Seabury. That was one of your favourite courses, wasn't it? You won your first important race there.
So?
Very nasty series of accidents they've been having. Hurdles too rigid, causing a lot of falls. Horses having to be destroyed, jockeys injured. Chemicals spilled on the turf. Then this accident that killed your friend. Sudden subsidence at fence number 6. His horse didn't have a chance.
Yes, well, let's hope their luck changes soon.
This place is like a morgue. Why don't you come down for the weekend? I've got a few guests. A chap called Howard Graves. He wants to build a supermarket right on the coast. Biggest shopping complex in the country.
Oh, yeah?
You can see the idea. All the looters from across the channel swoop over in hovercraft, load up with goodies, and swoop back again. A lot of local custom, too. It'd be a gold mine. There's only one snag.
What's that?
He wants to build it on Seabury Racecourse.
How can he do that?
By destroying the reputation of Seabury as a racecourse and then buying it up cheaply. Seabury's a publicly quoted company. I'm chairman of the board, as you know.
Yes, and?
I believe that Howard Graves and his nominees are already secretly buying up shares for a takeover.
You can prove all this, of course.
You know damned well I can't, otherwise I'd get him stopped. But he did it at Dunstable.
But this Howard Graves is the same chap who took over Dunstable Racecourse.
He is. And what is it now? A jerry-built housing estate. I think that Graves was responsible for all the accidents at Seabury, including the death of your friend.
So what's all this got to do with me?
The Jockey Club think I'm barking mad. I can't afford an expensive investigator. You're sitting on your backside doing nothing. So I wangled an invitation to Howard Graves. Asked him to drop down for the weekend.
You thought I'd do a Philip Marlowe for you?
You got brains and guts? Well, you used to have. You got special knowledge and contacts? What's that friend of yours, Barnes, up to? He used to be the top investigator in the racing game.
He's left the agency. He's on the dole. Oh, he does some part-time judo teaching at some comprehensive school.
Well, then.
No.
It'll give you something to do.
No.
Just wait until after dinner tonight before you make up your mind. 8:30 sharp, informal. Yes, well, they were
Doria took some very good pictures in Buenos Aires. I think she has real talent. The poverty is appalling.
Nova Scotia.
That's why it was called George.
I suppose I can take all the arguments for Cully's seals, right?
Sid! My dear chap. I did say 8:15. I assumed you decided to eat in your room as usual. Never mind, I know you're still a bit... this is Heather Dysart, Howard Graves.
How'd you do?
David Dysart.
Hello, sir.
Annabelle Hatton, George and Lucy Rycroft, Geoffrey Bing, Doria Graves, and Charmian Renfrew Peach.
Hello.
You all know Sid, of course. Sid Halley, former champion steeplechase jockey. But that was before he had an accident to his hand.
Where's Jenny Sid?
Gordon. I'm afraid Jenny couldn't be here. She's sailing, actually, in the Caribbean.
Who with?
What do you do for a living now, Sid?
Nothing for the moment.
Oh, he's looking round, you know. Yes, indeed. He's looking round.
It needn't be too difficult. The human body is infinitely adaptable. We know a chap in California who plays a pretty formidable game of tennis with one hand. His service is like a grenade.
It's, all a matter of willpower.
Anyhow, Jenny will be back soon. And Sid knows he can always stay with me.
When did this happen, Sid?
About 3 months ago.
Presumably you had good orthopedic advice. I know a very good chap from Toulouse Hospital. In Hampshire.
Finished, sir? Yes, thank you.
Was it 10 or 12? I can't remember. Good heavens, long ago.
It's just that emotion that disturbs me.
Well, now, that was late in April.
The brutality of the method.
Anne and her youngest boy came over to see us for 3 weeks.
Ah, there's Gwilym. I never knew that.
And after Scotland, I popped down to Mexico for a bit of skin dive.
I think I'll have the rest in my room, if you don't mind, Charles.
Yes, of course. As usual.
You'll excuse me, please.
He's a remarkable chap in his own way. Came up from the Cardiff slums, never knew who his father was. Got apprenticed to a stable, had this feeling for horses, you know, that some of those people possess. Tragic as being crippled like that, losing the only talent he had. Well?
You're a bastard.
No. Well, that's what I told them you were.
Yeah, well, just for the record, I'm only a technical bastard. All right, my father fell off his window cleaner's ladder before his wedding day. You're a bastard by choice. Snails in butter and whole roast bloody chicken.
What did you make of Howard Graves?
He wears nail varnish, he's fit, and there's something nasty under his 200-quid dinner jacket. Chemically, he affects me like sewer gas. What did you expect me to do? Knock him down?
Stranger things have happened at sea.
No, really, what did you think? That just because he humiliated me with your active encouragement, I'd dislike him enough to do what you want?
Do you remember when Jenny married you over my dead body?
You thought I was a common little beggar who rode horses.
Yeah. Then one weekend we played chess, and you beat me.
Mate in 6 moves.
Do you know why you thrashed me so easily?
Yeah. You underestimated me.
Now, Graves underestimates you. Wildly. He thinks you're a worm. That's a great advantage to have in a fight.
Admiral, I am not fighting anyone.
Good morning, Mr. Halley.
Good morning. Morning, Mrs. Graves.
Mr. Halley?
Yep.
I've been thinking. That chap I was telling you about last night, the one on 10 at 6. I believe you do just as well. Oh. I remember his telling me it was just a question of the first decision. Tell me you never take your hand out of your pocket.
Yes, that's right.
Now, for a first step, why not take it out now? Face it.
No, not just now.
No, we're not going to eat it.
I don't think I will.
Come on, look, see how easy it is. He's a strong beggar.
I think that's enough.
Relax, you silly man. We're only trying to help.
All right! If you really want to see it that badly.
There. That wasn't so bad, was it?
No. That wasn't so bad.
Right. Now you have a go and mind where you put your feet.
Telephone, Mr. Barnes.
I'm at the Admiral's. I thought I might pick you up from the school. Thanks, Chico.
So you're going after Graves, are you?
He took a liberty.
Did he?
Is my car here?
Yes, Jenny left it. But can you manage?
Well, I'll have to, won't I?
How's that sound? Yeah, great. Thanks.
Doesn't change much, does it?
It wasn't your right hand. Always wanted to call someone a lefty.
Well, you should have told me. I'd have arranged it.
Well, at least you're starting to try again. Look, if you're really serious about this, I've got some stuff that might be useful.
You got a camera?
Of course I've got a camera. Yeah. Could use it one-handed. Like this one. See? Smile. If you're using that, you'll need these. And these, Sid boy, you guard with your heart's blood, right? It's taken me a lifetime to put them together. They'll unlock anything bar the will of the Sphinx.
Can you, do me a check on Graves?
Yeah.
I'll pay.
Lay off. Did he get me a set of his fingerprints?
Have a look in there.
Don't mess about, do we?
I want him, Chico.
You reckon he really is a bad un?
One of the nastiest I've come across.
Well, then watch it. You learn fast, but you're an amateur, remember?
I've been beaten by a couple of amateurs in my time.
Yeah, but the stakes are a little bit higher in this lark.
There's 10. And raise your 10. I'll see that. Ah, you have the luck of the devil. Queen to bet.
Too much for me.
I'll see that. Damn. Taste a bit.
Your 10. Raise your 10. They're beginning to get at you, Howard. It's not your night, darling.
Well, never mind, Howard. Better luck next time.
I think I'd like to freshen up.
No, there's one just across the hall.
No, it's something I want from upstairs.
Excuse me just a moment. Howard, do you remember where your room is?
Yes, of course. I got my bearings, thanks.
If SR means Seabury Racecourse, which it's odds on that it does, that list and these share certificates show that Graves and his friends now hold 35% of Seabury equity.
They could make a straight takeover bid now.
No, they couldn't. They haven't got enough. They could still be outbid by somebody else who might have been made aware of the possibilities. Anyway, Graves hates to lose. You might have noticed that he cheats at poker.
He left here with £50 of my money. That's not easily done with straight playing.
Yeah, it all fits. Now, I would guess that Leo and Fred are Graves's Dirty Tricks Brigade, the ones who've been jinxing the racecourse.
It adds up to quite an outlay.
Compared to what he stands to gain if he pulls it off, that's pocket money.
What's his next move?
Well, the answer to that might be in these two letters.
Ellis Bolt, stockbroker.
Read what it says.
I shall be sending out our little round robin this week.
Right, well, that could be a come-on to people who own Seabury shares to try and get them to part with them. See the other one.
Hope all goes well on Wednesday.
There's a steeplechase meeting at Seabury on Wednesday, day after tomorrow.
I thought you never read the racing pages anymore.
Now, it could be that Graves is planning another nasty little happening to convince the people who hold Seabury shares that the course is bad news and that they ought to unload.
What's your battle plan?
Right, what we really need is a copy of that circular from Ellis Bolt. Then together with all these, that should be enough for you to take to the Seabury board and get Graves stopped.
May I keep those?
Yeah, you'll need them. I've got the negatives. And you can take that smirk off your face. You haven't conned me into anything. I reckon I owe it to racing.
Good morning, this is Terence. Wooldridge here, please. Wooldridge.
I'm afraid Mr. Bolt isn't in.
No, it's you I wanted to see.
Me?
Yeah, well, you're the lady who does the typing. You must be the one who buys the ribbons.
Ah.
Yeah, Yeah, well, that's just the ordinary kind, isn't it? Look, all these envelopes you're typing. Would you just try that and see the difference?
I finished them.
Yeah. Well, you must be going to put something in them, or you're going to have to type that.
It's a circular. It's already done. I've been dropping it off at the printers before I come in tomorrow. Terribly sorry. I'm just not allowed to buy any more ribbons at the moment.
Oh, well, that's it then, isn't it?
I was just going home.
Me too. Have you been with Mr. Boat long, Miss,
Wendy.
Hello, Wendy.
Hello. No, this is my first week. Probably my last, too.
Oh?
Well, he's secretive. Sort of spooky. Doesn't really want a secretary, just a typist. I'm a good secretary, too.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Why'd you keep it hidden? Saw it. Pretended I didn't, but I did.
I'm ashamed of it.
Thanks for your help anyway, Wendy.
Oh, that's nothing. Bye.
All right. Hey! Wendy!
Yeah?
Look, what are you doing for dinner tonight?
Beef burgers and spaghetti rings.
No, listen, I mean, would you have dinner with me tonight?
Oh, I'd love to. Well, I've got to go home and feed the cat. Seriously? Look, why don't you come back and I'll feed you too?
You're on.
Okay, this way. Both dead, all over the 1930s wall to wall.
Yeah, well, I think you're making it up. It's not one I've seen anyway. Bogart and Cagney together.
Honest, it was the late-night movie. Well, I'd only seen impersonations of them before, you know? It was weird to see them both for real. Oh, yeah, and as Cagney dies, he shouts, "Made it, Ma! Top of the world!"
Yeah, well, no, I know you're lying, because I saw that when Bogey wasn't in it.
Oh, well, if he wasn't, he should have been sweetheart. Coffee.
Yeah, sweetheart.
Oh, lousy. You know how to whistle, don't you, Steve? You just put your lips together and blow. Shut me a tick. I was going to ask if you liked cream.
I thought... Oh, there's nothing I can say.
Got on really well. I've really enjoyed it. You turn out to be some kind of snoop. Well, I mean, why didn't you ask? I don't know what I might have said.
I didn't want you involved. I didn't even know I was going to do it. It's in a good cause.
And what a pushover I was. The original plain Jane. Or am I all you can get now with that hand? God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry too, Wendy, love. It's a circular listing a number of shares that Ellis Boats says he has customers for. Seabury Racecourse is amongst them. Of course, the circular will only be sent to Seabury shareholders.
Very ingenious. That's the final piece of evidence I need for the board. I've called an extraordinary meeting for this morning. I'll lay all the relevant photographs before them. They're all here, everything that you've shot.
I'll be at Seabury having a look at the course.
Watch your step.
I'm borrowing an old steeplechaser. Once won the Hennessy Gold Cup. And CHICO Barnes. What could be more innocent than 2 men and a horse on a racecourse? Hey, look after that, will you? It cost a lot. Not me. Somebody else.
But I feel like a right nerd in this lot.
You want to try this?
What? Oh, yeah.
Oh, now you're blending.
Oh, yeah, that's what you used to tell me at the orphanage, blend in. Blend in or we'll knock your bloody head off.
How are you doing with checking out graves?
Traced them out as far as Australia. Came over from there about 10 years ago. I've got contacts working on them over there.
Good.
Good girl. Yeah, he certainly made it over here, though. All the best clubs. Loads of money, half a dozen directorships. Yeah, some geezer down by the fence.
What the hell's he doing?
Seems to think he's on an aircraft carrier. Yeah, I can't see his face.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, I thought you said you couldn't ride with one hand.
I can ride with one hand, I just can't win with one hand.
Yeah, I know. Come on, just a couple.
You said you could bloody jump.
Not against those odds. Bastards have got that mirror to reflect those arc lamps straight at the jump. Bunch of jocks coming over that fence get smashed in the face with it. Murderous sods.
Good thinking, Sonny.
Leo, is it? Oh, well, then it must be Fred.
You're just making things worse for yourself all the time. There's a van over there. Get in it. man here.
That one over there. Whoa!
Oh, bloody hell.
What?
Captain Oxon is course manager here.
Well, what's the matter with him?
He's got as much imagination as a stuffed tomato. It'd be about as much help.
I say, what the blazes is going on? Why, it's HALLEY, isn't it? Sid HALLEY? What are you doing here? What's going on?
There's been another attempt to sabotage your course.
Look, yeah, I've just come from a meeting with your father-in-law about that sort of thing. If you ask me, it's all a bit far-fetched.
Well, what do you think all this is, then? If things had gone their way, you'd have had a bloody massacre on your hands tomorrow. Now they've failed, they're probably going to try something else. Maybe tonight. Don't ask me what. Smash up the stands or something.
Well, surely nobody would do a thing like that.
This lot would. If I were you, I'd have this place stiff with security men tomorrow.
The Seabury board took the view that there was no need for precipitate action.
Yes, I gathered that from Oxon's attitude.
Shares change hands very slowly. Graves a highly respected member of society, etc., etc., etc. All action shelved for a fortnight.
Bloody idiots.
Something worse happened.
Worse?
The folder of photographs disappeared. They were there at the end of the board meeting. Then we vacated the boardroom so that the caterers could set up for lunch. When we came back for lunch, the photographs had gone. The caterers said they hadn't seen them. I'm sorry, Sid.
Oh, it's all right, I suppose. I've still got the negatives locked in my briefcase. Oh, bloody hell, my briefcase.
What is it?
I've left it in somebody's flat. I was a bit upset at the time. Oh, well, I suppose it's the safest place for it at the moment.
If Graves has got those photographs, it was obviously a plant of his who lifted them. He's quite shrewd enough to work out where they were taken and who took them.
I think he's mad. And he's going to be even madder when Fred tells him about our meeting on the racecourse. Look, I think I'd better get back to my place before somebody tears it apart looking for those negatives.
I'll come with you.
Photographs, something we missed.
I don't believe it. Hello.
I'm speaking from my office. Something rather odd's going on here.
Yeah, look, it's a bit difficult at the moment as it's important.
I'd rather you came over. I don't want to speak about it on the phone.
Yeah, all right, it'll be over.
Watson?
I'm in here, Mr. Halley.
What's the trouble?
You were right. There is someone prowling around in the grandstand area.
What are the security men doing?
They're not here yet.
Oh, marvellous.
No, hang on. I'll give them another ring.
Yeah, you're right. There's somebody out there now.
Congratulations, Mr. Halley. You almost had me fooled with that cringing cripple act. Where are the negatives?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Where are they?
Get lost.
Fred, you hit him.
You'll never get him to crack that way.
Why not?
Jump jockeys are a breed. They're used to pain. They're made that way.
Does that mean he can take quite a lot?
I know of a pain. A unique little pain. Unique to Mr. Halley, that is. Fred, hold his left arm.
No.
No! No! Oh, but yes. Where are the negatives? All right.
They're in a flat in London. 27A Elban House. It's off the Finchley Road.
Whose flat is it?
It's a girl. A girl called Wendy. The negatives are in a briefcase with a lot of other stuff. Ask for a package with Toy Toshi on it. It's the name of the film I used.
Toy Toshi.
Look, don't hurt the girl, will you?
The boiler is scheduled to blow at 10:30 p.m. I doubt if they'll find enough of you to piece together. Goodbye. Wendy in. She has some things at Sid Halley's. He sent me to collect them. They're in a packet with Toy Tosher written on it.
Toy Tosher?
Toy Tosher.
Toy Toshi.
Oh, Toy Tosher. Toy Tosher.
Keep coming. Now then, Howard, I take it you are Howard Graves. Where is Sid Halley?
There he is.
Have you ever heard of pressure points, Howard? Because you wouldn't believe how uncomfortable they can make you. Look, I've got quite a repertoire. I just thought you should know. Yes. Took a bit of a chance with that Toy Toshi stuff, didn't you?
I knew it was some kind of judo throw.
Kick.
Kick, then. Anyway, you'd have to know about it. And I'd describe Graves to you.
Oh, yeah, I knew him the minute I clocked him.
I still can't understand why he was so desperate to get those negatives. All it would have meant was a stock exchange inquiry, a slap wrist.
Ah, friend Graves couldn't afford any kind of inquiry. Ah, those fingerprints you gave me, they paid off. His real name is Frank Coulter. Wanted in Australia for murder and bank robbery. Now that's where he got his money, get started over it. Oh, he had a face job done, but you can't change your dabs. Yeah, I've been thinking.
Well, I thought you looked a bit off colour.
Now, come on, you're a natural, just like you were as a jockey. Well, I've always wanted to go independent, make a terrific team. But you got damn all else to do.
What with this?
You're making inquiries about it. Gentlemen, we have the technology. Straight up. Uses electrical impulses off your own arm muscles. You can do anything except pick your nose.
Trust me to get a partner with a filthy mind.
On that dreadful blue car Nigel was driving.
But it's so expensive when he's showing up.
Okay, chaps, let's get him started. Party, Jack.
And Jack Beater gives a party. He gives a bloody party. Merry Christmas.
What price are you giving on the red one, Bill?
Oh, God help us, here comes the heavy brigade. I don't think we can afford your size of bet, Mansfield.
That's all right, Bill. We've done our Christmas shopping.
There's one thing I can't stand, it's the smell of penny pinching. If you've got it, lay it about, that's what I say. That goes for a lot of other things as well, though. Now then, young Mansfield. Off to that unpronounceable bloody Swiss resort again for Christmas?
Oh, I shall be spending it at home with my people. Prodigal son and all that. Except that I shall be bringing the fatted calf.
And so you should. You've backed notebook winners all year.
Darling, thought I'd bag another one for you, too.
Kind of you, honey. Oh, Jack, meet Trish Layton.
Hello, Trish Layton. Hi, you're a Bonnian. Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas. We're not married or anything, you know. We just live together.
When you get fed up with him, you just let me know. Lads. Enjoying yourself? Hey, get that lot over here. This is a serious supping corner.
That's about that.
All the best,
Cheers. Cheers.
Who's the rugged number in the tweeds?
That's Charles Grindley, Beater's trainer. Loves horses, hates people. Can't be all bad.
started.
She's living.
She is.
Shall I send for the vet, Pip?
No need for that. She's sending this one out special delivery. Smooth as a bar of wet soap. It's a colt.
And he's a beauty. I've never seen one bigger of you, Jogger.
Not in all the time I've been your stud manager. What should we call him, Jack?
New Year, lad.
After a furlong, it's Happy Phil, Astley, Gelder Rose, New Year Lad, then comes Dayton, Niagara, and Red Duster. 2 furlongs from home, and New Year Lad goes on from Gelder Rose, Dayton, Red Duster, Happy Phil, and Astley. At the distance, and New Year Lad quickens and is clear of Dayton and Red Duster. And coming up the line, New Year Lad quickens going away from Dayton.
Yeah, how do you know this is? This could be anyone.
That's right.
You great slag bag, you.
Next time, I'll put up a fight.
Oh, yeah.
I promise.
Of course you will, yeah. Always got the answers, haven't we, eh?
And this time,
It's yes.
it's no.
Oh, come on, Meg. I was thinking, come on, Friday, yeah?
Friday, I'm at Air.
Well, all right, that's Saturday.
Saturday, I'm at Redcar.
Hell.
It's just this week's a bit bad, that's all.
All right, next week.
Next week, I've got a couple of days off. And nights.
Oh, I'm not fussy.
Will the veterinary surgeon please report to the secretary's office?
Right, time to go. Come on, see about your new hand.
We've got time for one more.
We haven't got time for one more, and you know it. Come on, you miss your appointment with Mr. Sanderson.
Listen, I've got a good one for the next. Another one of Jack Beater's, Imogen. It'll skate in. We'll still be in time for Sanderson.
Sid? It must be 2 years since I last saw you.
Yes, it must be. Hello.
Hello.
I'm sorry about the... I was there, actually. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Chico Barnes, Tom Mansfield, Trish Latham.
We're not married or anything. We just live together.
Very nice. What have you backed?
Got to be Imogen.
I backed Susie Sleek. Well, what do you fancy?
Honestly, haven't a clue. I prefer motor racing, but he'll never take me.
I'm taking you to watch me in the hang gliding finals on Saturday. Just as dangerous as you like, isn't it?
Look, I'll see you there. A friend of mine's reckoned to have a chance.
Well, I hope he doesn't mind coming second.
As expected, but here comes Susie Sleek. They're together, they're neck and neck. Imogen runs on the floor. Susie Sleek goes ahead. And up to the main course, Susie Sleek wins it. By a length from Imogen, and these two are a long way.
There'll be a steward's inquiry into the running of the last race.
Ah, hell, anyway, I didn't see anything wrong.
Neither did I.
Darling, you wouldn't know if the horse was running with 6 legs.
Don't worry, they won't be able to prove anything, not with that sort of finish. You'll touch.
Oh, you never know.
What the hell happened?
Oi. Oh dear.
After the steward's inquiry, the result stands.
Told you. Oh, yeah.
Hey, who was that bloke who backed Susie's sleep?
Tom Mansfield, professional backer. Good at it too, bit of a black sheep. Look, I think you're right. We're not going to make it. I'll give Sanderson a ring and tell him I'll cancel.
You just leave that bloody car phone alone. We'll make it.
Not have to follow your old banger, we won't. No chance, son.
The muscles that bend your wrist are here and here. Now, you've still got those muscles on your left arm. Now, every time you bend them, they send out a tiny electrical impulse, which is picked up by those electrodes here and here. When you've got the arm on, all you've got to do is bend the wrist inwards, and the hand will close, and outwards, and the hand will open.
Yeah, listen, I haven't got much wrist left.
Oh, that doesn't matter. All you've got to do is think it, and the muscles will respond and trigger the electrodes. Now, we can just have your shirt off, please. Right.
Now look what you've done.
Ah, if this is what it's going to be like, they can stuff it up there.
Oh, very painful.
Yeah, you can laugh.
Look, Sanderson said it would take a bit of time. You've only had it on for 3 hours.
And it's 3 hours too long.
Well, it's bound to have its compensations.
Like what?
Well, like... Yeah! Ah, God. Like that, yeah? It's made of heavy gauge steel. Got it?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Hey, look, could I just have a go on your throat? Would you mind?
Yeah,
Just stand still.
joking. I'll make the omelette, you practice picking things up. Like a bit of faith in modern science. That's right, crush a few onions.
I'll get it.
Oh, Sid, when you open the door...
What?
Leave the knob on.
Oh, come in, why don't you, Jack?
You know me. I never stood on ceremony in my life. And never will.
Who is it?
Jack Beater. I hear you started up as private detectives. Call yourselves Trackdown or something.
There you are, pays to advertise.
Aye. Well, you read a lot of adverts. I prefer to deal with people I know. I've brought you your first job.
Second.
Your first big one, then?
Oh, I wouldn't say that either.
You always were a cussed rider, and you haven't changed a farthing's worth. You want the job, or don't you?
Depends what it is.
Look, we're just having an eggshell omelette. You care to join us?
I wouldn't mind an omelette, but not one of yours. I saw you both at Pontefract today. 4th race. My horse, Zimmergen, universally fancied. Beaten by a crab on 3 legs known as Susie Sleek.
Well,
I'm asking you.
well, I would say that the going, the weights, and the form book all gave Zimmergen to win.
So why didn't he?
He was pulled.
How?
No idea. With a finish like that, it's impossible to say. He was very clever.
That's what that useless bunch of pensioners, the steward, said, cameras and all.
Oh, that's it, is it? There's a big job, finding out how the 4th race at Pontefract was fixed.
That's where you start. But that's only the tip of the iceberg. With one single exception. There isn't a favourite from my string, and Jack Beater doesn't buy rubbish. that hasn't been beaten this season clear against the odds.
The exception being New Year Lad.
Means a lot to you, that horse, doesn't he, Jack?
I'm going right to the top with New Year Lad. That's why I'm hiring you.
Racing's a chancy game. We like to give the bookies a good living.
Listen, lad, I was in racing while you were still a tadpole in a jam jar. And it isn't the money. It's the winning.
Well, the money helps.
I didn't make $1 million out of scrap iron without collecting a few scars on the way and handing some home. And I know when I'm being carved up.
If what you say is true, and we're gonna have to satisfy ourselves that it is, then obviously somebody is making some money out of it. So have you got any idea who could be doing it?
If I had, I wouldn't be paying out good brass to you two. But the Jockey Club are asking questions. That's all. Now you find out who's into me, and find out fast. But most of all, find out quietly. I don't want a brass band and streamers.
Don't worry. The light touch is our speciality. They say I'll be playing the piano in 3 months.
Tom up yet?
Would you like a drink?
No, thanks.
How's your friend doing?
Well, you're down here, and he's still up there.
Well, you took off half an hour after me.
Oh, yeah.
You seen Trish?
Yeah, she's in the car having a little drink.
Oh, disappointed the lack of bloodshed, I expect. Any idea who won the 3 o'clock at Redcar?
No, sorry, I haven't had the radio on. Anyway, you should worry. With what you made on Susie's Sleek last week, I should think you're set up for the season, aren't you?
I won't run out of cigars. On the other hand, I won't be lighting them with tenors either.
So, just for the record, what did make you back Susie Sleek? Yeah, I know you did your homework. So did I. You know as well as I do Imogen should have won. So, what did you spot that I didn't? Or, rather, what did you hear?
Promise you won't tell anyone?
Cross my heart.
Well, as you say, I did my sums. I got to the bookmaker. I was having 1,000 on the nose Imogen. And then I ran slap into Susan Burrows. Remember Susie Burrows? We once had the most terrific thing going.
Yeah, rings a bell.
What did I do? Facts and figures out of the window, snapped the lot on Susie instead. Just like the rawest punter. Me, backing an omen. Can you credit it?
Nope. I can't.
Hello, Brian. Having a bit of a steam up, yeah?
I like to keep a bit of weight in hand.
Yeah, well, that's the way to keep the winners coming, eh? Yeah, I thought you were unlucky to lose on Imogen yesterday. Well, Fred give you a bump, did he?
No. Horse just simply didn't have it when I asked him. Just one of those things.
Yeah. Well, he looked great to me in the paddock.
Yeah, well, maybe he left the race in the paddock.
Yeah, maybe.
See you.
I thought that Turkish baths were supposed to sap your strength.
Well, yeah, too much does, isn't it? But just enough.
You have had more than just enough. What are you doing there, anyhow? It's not really your kind of place, is it?
No.
This is more your kind of place.
Oh. I was just doing a little job, wasn't
A little job?
I?
For whom?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, let's talk about my work. That's a very good idea, right?
Just asking.
Yeah, right. Jack Beater, who wants to know, what does he want to know? Why his dead certs keep on getting beaten? Yeah, what, Meg? Hey, oi. Oh, Meg, come on, what's the matter?
Nothing.
Come on. Oi. Meg, hey.
Stop it.
Come on, come on.
Oh, don't.
Mastermind?
Did you get what you were after?
Not exactly, no. Thought I was onto something, but it didn't work out, did it? You?
Nah, Tom Mansell, a couple of boring bookies. Not exactly action-packed.
Oh, don't worry. All we've done up to now is legwork. You'll learn.
You recognize any of them?
Yeah, rent a thug.
Well, at least we've learned something.
Oh, yeah, what?
We frightened somebody today.
Yeah, well, we'll frighten some more tomorrow.
Yeah, look, there's a meeting up north. Why don't we put ourselves round a bit? Well, for instance, we've already talked to the jock that should have won but lost.
I'm way ahead of you, Squire. We got to talk to the jock you should have lost but won.
Mr. Halley, back in circulation. Spinning like a top. Good to see you, Mr. Halley.
You too, George.
Bloody hard and I've had you, Jack, for taking my ground.
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to stay out there after me ox in mud while you clad along on concrete.
Hello, lads.
Hey! Come back and show us how it's done on the flat, see?
Don't think I couldn't either.
Have to get some of that starch off your backside.
That's all right. I'll shove it all around the front like you do.
Anything we can do for you, Sid?
Yeah, as it happens, I think you can, Fred. Look, can I get you a slimline tonic in the bar when you're ready?
You're on.
How's a private eye light coming then, Sid?
Same old game, you know. Take the jumps as they come.
You're better off out of it.
Yeah.
Heard of any good ones for tomorrow, Madge?
Heard about one or two that may be trying.
Yeah? Any of them Jack Beaters?
Hey, leave it out, will you?
What have I said?
Why don't you ask Meg Appleby? She used to work for Jack Beater.
Wait, no, wait. Meg used to work for Beater.
Up to 2 years ago.
Yeah, there she goes. Miss on and off. Oh, no. What's up now?
Chico? I don't want to see you again.
You what?
I mean it.
You mean because of what happened the other night, yeah? Look, my worst enemies wouldn't say that was my fault.
I agree it was mine.
But it's not as if I got nasty.
No.
Well?
It's just that people go off people. That's all.
Yeah, but not just like that.
I gotta go, Chico. Post the key back to me.
Cheers.
It's all right for some.
It's about the other Pontefract.
I thought it might be. Backed the wrong horse, did you?
No, I backed the right horse. Susie Sleek should never have beaten Imogen.
Susie was the better horse on the day.
Rubbish.
Sid, what are you trying to do? Accuse me of winning?
You didn't win, Fred. The other horse lost. That's an entirely different philosophical proposition.
You've been at your reading again.
Fred, you owe me one.
I know.
I'm calling it.
Who are you working for?
Jack Peter.
I'll deny every word if it ever comes to it.
That's all right.
Ever rides Imogen?
No, never did.
Brian was on her. They had us beat from here to Hong Kong. As Imogen's got one little trick. You even let him smell the whip in the last furlong and he'll stop. Brian showed it to him in the last 70 yards and that was enough. Susie just got a nostril in front.
Yeah, I knew he'd been pulled, I just didn't know how.
Same fix the stewards were in.
So why didn't you tell the stewards that Brian had let you win? Don't answer that. I think I've been away too long. You know, the only winner that Jack Peters had is the Wonder Horse, New Year Lad.
Oh, the only jockey who ever rides him is Les Gillett. You couldn't get near Les with a truckload of gold bars.
Hey. Anything?
Yeah, very interesting. A lot of nervous twitches any time Jack Peters' name was mentioned, and a couple of people watching me wherever I went.
Like who?
Well, one of them was Peters' trainer, Charles Grindley, and the other one was Smoothie.
Tom Mansfield?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Something else as well.
What?
Well, you know that bird I've been, Meg, the one with the caravan?
Yeah.
Well, she only given me the big E, ain't she, eh? The elbow.
Oh, hell, Chico, I'm heartbroken.
I'm not trying to save my battered ego, right? But I'll swear to you it started when I told her we were working for Jack.
You're trying to save your battered ego.
You listen, she used to work for Jack Peter.
Chico, my son, you're going to have to swallow your pride and tell her you can't live without her.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get to her right away, then.
Check back at my place, will you?
Yeah, I should be with you around 9 o'clock.
Right, see you then.
Tee up.
Maxwell! The Black Bomber!
Hey? Oh, really? This is my room?
Yeah, this is it.
Right, very nice room.
Listen, Charlie, don't you think there's some... Forget it. We're gonna do it. Shut up!
Oi, you're gonna do it?
Who's got him?
Findlay and Jogger.
You set this up, didn't you?
I didn't know. I had to get out. You don't know what they can do.
You didn't care much what they'd do to Chico.
Of course I did.
All right, come on, where are they?
They've taken him to Beaters.
Open the door, man.
Yeah, I'm not sharing.
Mick, watch this. But he goes crazy with her. Mick! Try! What happens now, for Christ's sake? Just another snooper, isn't it? Open the wrong door. Sad, isn't it? Come on. Where would he be?
I don't know.
Try this out.
Sid! Here. That spray. We've got to get it out of there.
All right. Good. Good. All right. All right, man.
Stand up now. Up. Up.
Get him. Chico?
I want to change my room.
Phew, you've been drinking again.
I ain't been as sick as that since...
Last Thursday, wasn't it? Have you finished? You've been at it all night.
Oh, hey, what happened to Mick?
She's gone, running for her life. Pity we could have used her as a witness against those two. Here, try this.
Oh.
Ew! Ew!
Brindley, I can understand, but Jogger, he's beat his own stud manager, and Beater's treated him very well, even got him a house on his estate. So why's Jogger screwing him?
Why does anyone screw anyone?
And why do they never pull New Year Lad?
Hold on, we haven't got any proof they've been pulling any horses at all. Well, nothing we can go to Beater with.
No.
So, what do you usually do in a fix like this?
Well, I personally start turning over a few drums.
In English?
Burglary, my son. In search of solid evidence, preferably documentary.
Hey, wait a minute. Oh! Hold it. Okay. Just want to beat his guests leaving. His whole life seems to be one long non-stop party.
That's probably so he doesn't have to think. Here we are, sir.
Good. I'll go through this when you start on the next.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bank statements could be useful. Betting book. Check stubs also could be useful.
Wait a minute.
Betting book.
Betting book.
CHICO. Every Jack beat a favourite that's lost. Jogger's been betting against it. Usually on the next best in at good odds. Look, second favourites. Third favourites.
Bets are spread all over the country. What's this initial against each of them? TM?
Tom Mansfield.
Oh, well, no.
Wait a minute. Who wouldn't surprise anybody by usually getting it right? A professional punter. Tom Mansfield. Who knew that Susie Sleep was going to beat Zimogen at Pontefract the other day?
Tom Mansfield.
T.M. Look, obviously Jogger didn't dare place the money himself, so he cuts Mansfield in on it. And together, Mansfield and Grindley have been placing the bets for the three of them.
That's sweet. That's really sweet.
It's just about to turn sour. What does it take to kill you?
I don't think you've got it.
Just try me, Sonny. Just try me.
I'll take that.
What is?
Pick it up. Slowly! Give it to him.
Clumsy of me, wasn't it?
All right, lad. A little walk. Get him! No! No! Sorry, lad. They're working for me. I wondered why you'd left the party.
Have a look who's been betting against your favourites, Jack.
You're a right fool, Jogger. TM.
Tom Mansfield.
Get back inside, you two. Have a drink. And make it a good one. It's the last you'll ever have from me. Mansfield. Jack Beater. I'm coming for you, lad. With a gun.
You shouldn't have done that, Jack.
Look who's the client here.
You are?
Right. And he who pays the piper calls the bloody tune.
Well, you'd better make it abide with me, then. Mansfield's tougher than he looks. And he's a bloody good shot. Going in alone.
Who says so?
I didn't make the Humphrey Bogart telephone call.
I'm so sorry.
You all right?
Yes.
I was, hoping to find Tom.
I'm the very last person you should ask. We live completely separate lives. And so we should. We're not married, you know.
No.
Would you like a drink?
No, thanks.
We live in separate parts of the house. This is mine, his is that way, near his precious horses.
What bother?
We're very good friends in bed. You might try Jack Beater's party. He could have gone there.
Goes there often, does he?
Yes. But he never takes me anymore. Last time I was there was the Christmas party, when the foal was born. About 2 years ago. Never understood why they called him New Year Lad. Christmas boy would have been so much more appropriate, don't you think? I should try Beater's.
Yeah, I will. Thanks. He's not there.
Then where the devil is he?
Could be round at the stables. And if he's taking you seriously, you better watch yourself. Because he's going to be in cover. And we're not.
Mustang!
Can't find a light switch, can you, Jack?
Oh, Jesus Christ! Don't bother, he's gone.
Not long by the feel of him either.
Just what I might have expected. He didn't have the bottle to face me.
Well, it's a police job now. What are you going to do about Grindy and Jogger?
Sack 'em. Make sure they never work in horse racing again. After New Year Lad wins at York tomorrow.
He's looking marvellous, lad.
Any change in the instruction, Mr. Bater?
No, lad. You stick to what Grindley told you yesterday. I'll see you in the winner's enclosure, berth number 1.
The runners are now leaving the parade ring. It's quite a long way down to the 10 furlong start, and of course they canter down the course, then turn round the marker.
Where's Grindley, Jack? He'll be along any minute.
No, he won't. No Jogger either.
Why not?
I'll tell you later.
What's wrong with now?
You know, I've been wondering about poor old Tom Mansfield. He used to love being the gentleman, didn't he? Always correct, always properly turned out for the occasion.
What's Mansfield got to do with it? Hello, Charlie. Come to get licked again, have you?
It just makes me wonder what he was doing wandering around the house at 9 o'clock in the evening in his working clothes and dirty riding boots. Not his style, really. It would seem more likely that he died sometime during the day, wouldn't it?
Don't be daft. You were there when we talked on the telephone last night.
Winning move is first out, followed by Jack Beater's strongly fancied New Year lad, Humdinger.
I heard you talking, Jack, but I didn't hear Tom. For all I know, you could have been playing the tough guy down an empty phone while Tom had been dead for hours.
No? How come the body was still supple when we got there?
Good question. Let me ask you something. Why does a man who's about to commit suicide switch on an electric fire?
Look, what's all this leading up to?
To the fact that somebody killed Tom Mansfield.
I'm riveted. Do you mind telling me why?
Because, as Trish Latham told me last night, on Christmas Day, 2 years ago, Tom saw something. Something so big that the three of you were prepared to give Tom the occasional betting coup by pulling your own favourites in return for his keeping quiet about this one thing.
What one thing? What the hell are you talking about?
Tom saw a foal called New Year Lad being born. 1 week too early. Christmas Day. Now, according to the rules, on the 1st of January, that foal would have been 1 year old, when in fact, physically, he'd only been a week old. And this year, when he's running as a 2-year-old, and the best we've seen for some time, the rules, if the stewards knew about that missing week, would say that he was 3 and ineligible to run.
Nearly all in now, just...
You've got a first-rate imagination. I'll say that for you.
As for next year, with New Year Lad the likely winner of the 2,000 guineas, the Derby and the Ledger, you'd have a horse worth millions. Except that, under the rules, he'd be a 4-year-old. And he wouldn't be able to run in any of them.
They're under starter's order. They're off, with 1.25 miles to travel.
Even if all these fairy stories were true, why should I hire you in the first place?
Because people were starting to talk about your high-priced losers, and you wanted to show you were worried too. You never expected us to find anything out. A couple of amateurs.
All right. All right. Clever, aren't you? For a little crippled bugger. But Mansfield's dead. Without Mansfield, you can't prove a thing.
You're wrong. There was the stable girl, Meg. All right, you had her well frightened off. But once we were onto Meg, you knew that sooner or later we'd get to Mansfield and that he'd talk. And that's why you killed him. You murdered him, Jack.
Prove it. Prove any of it.
I've done it. I told you not to expect Grindley and Jogger. Had them picked up by the police this morning. They weren't going to carry the can for you. They talked.
You're a bloody liar.
Am I?
Comes next. They're making the turn now out of the power straight. And New Year Lad, who took up the running at the end of the second furlong, is still there in the lead. Being pressed again by Stoller's Fancy on the outside. Then comes Sweet Bird as they start to make their way towards the home straight now, with New Year Lad still the good leader, the rest beginning to bunch up now somewhat just behind the leader as they begin this turn towards home now, and they're now almost at halfway. So just about 5 furlongs left to travel now as they swing to the last straight, with New Year Lad one on the fence in the lead, Stoller's Fancy hanging on grimly in second place, then comes Cupid. And after these, Humdinger and Flying Fish. Nearing the final 1/4 mile now. And my God, someone's come out onto the course. The leader is down. Would the public please keep off the course? And calling the doctor and the veterinary surgeon. We urgently require both the doctor and the veterinary surgeon, and to the public, we do request you please to keep off the racecourse.
It wasn't the money, lad.
Yeah, I know. It's the winning. And they'd have skated at Jack.
Hit the brakes and Jeff went smack into the windscreen. It shattered, and that's all I saw.
What about Jeff?
There's no good talking to him. He's in hospital, and he never saw anything anyway. Neither did I. Never saw the horse when it hit us. One leg came through into the cab, right through. And he wasn't dead. That was the worst of it.
And you pass this spot about the same time every morning?
More or less, yes.
Not your fault, Mr. Genders. Not your fault at all. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
And I hope your mate will be all right.
Oh, he's tough. Don't worry about him. He looked like a commercial for seatbelts for a while, but he'll be all right.
Who's next?
The trainer. What's his name?
Adams.
Adams.
He lost his irons, bloody fool. God knows why. Coming like the clappers, past us, down the hill, falls bloody off. He should have killed himself instead of the horse. He's not worth a bloody penny. The horse doesn't hang about to see if Bubbles is all right. He heads for home.
Down the road?
Shooting gates. Something a farmer's lad learns at his mother's knee. Some of them nowadays are city lads, born in Leeds, places like that. You have to keep at them all the time.
The claim's in the name of...
Luciano Battiai.
Of?
This address.
That's right. It's private address, and that's just it. Private.
No, thanks.
I have power of attorney in all matters to do with his horses.
Well, how many of his horses?
Can I speak to the lad?
Bubbles?
Odd name.
Comes from Bath. Well, lads thought it was funny. His real name is Andrew Hinton.
Where is he?
He's gone. Went before I could kill him. And I would too.
I'd also like to speak to this, Signor Battiotti.
I'll write and put it to him. But he won't.
Can't you phone?
No number.
Does he know about Torcellino's death?
I sent him a telegram. He won't talk to you, Halley. He's what they call a recluse. And he's got nothing to say. He wasn't there. Talk to young Turpin, the vet. He put the horse down. He's out in the yard now, second block.
You'll be all right. I'll pop in again this evening. Right, insurance, you said.
Just routine, Mr. Turpin.
Well, nothing I can add that wasn't on the death certificate. The insurance company must have received a copy of it.
Did we?
No. I was very explicit. Seems unnecessary to send you all this way just to find out what I've written on the death certificate.
Nobody gives away that sort of money without making a gesture.
I've seen you're the gesture.
Mr. Barnes and I specialize in cases that have something to do with horses.
You're Sid Halley. Sorry, Simon Turpin.
How do you do?
Hello. Chico Bones. Hello. Now, what can I do to help?
Couple of questions, Mr. Turpin, will get out of your way. You put Torcellino down, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I didn't have any option. The near fore fetlock was broken, the cannon in 2 places, with severe lacerations to the head and neck, and he probably bled to death.
Yeah, what time did you get there, Mr. Turpin?
I don't know exactly. Duncan Adams, the trainer, he phoned me, and I was there in about 10 minutes. There's absolutely nothing I could do. Well, I mean, you've had experience.
Yeah. I've promised to drop in and see my father-in-law. Do you think you could find that stable lad? What's his name?
Bubbles? Yeah, I'll have a go. Drop us off at the pub and I'll talk with the other lads.
Watch the bar bill, will you?
Yeah, you know me, last the big spenders.
A racehorse called Torcellino. And a good one. Classically bred. Won 3 races as a 2-year-old in Italy. Insured for £40,000.
Rather more than I am. Jenny's here.
Jenny's here. Now you tell me. All right, what are you planning this time?
Nothing, Sid. I found out she was coming home after I invited you. Scout's honor.
Thought you were in the Navy.
The trouble is, cheers. It's a terrible nuisance, but there it is. Jenny's got a chap with her.
Oh, I see. You want me to be jealous? What are you planning, a reconciliation? Or do you expect us to see that there's nothing left? Not a flicker?
Precisely.
Precisely what?
Ah.
Hello, Sid.
Hello, Jenny.
Daddy told me you were coming. You look very well.
So do you. I mean it.
It's the Caribbean tan. It's quite a different colour, isn't it?
Happiness is a Caribbean tan in the banking hall at Harrods.
No, darling, they don't speak English there anymore. Oh, this is Rollo. I told you about my husband.
You're the jockey? Yes, hello. I've had the odd fiver on you from time to time.
Would you like a drink?
Rollo.
Rollo.
Very nice, thank you.
What do you have? Scotch, please. Splash for soda?
Yeah, well, where do you lot live then?
In the dormitories over the stables.
Do you think they'd mind if I had a look round?
No, not at all. Come on.
Oh, was Bubbles in with you then?
Daddy tells me you've become a detective.
Fascinating.
You don't do divorces, do you? All that sordid peeping into hotel bedrooms, photographing people in flagrante.
That's what springs to your mind first, isn't it?
Yes.
No, darling, it's all that glamorous stuff. Private eyes just hop in and out of bed with beautiful girls and shoot 4 criminals with 2 bullets. Isn't that the drill?
You're not taking Sid seriously. Isn't there something rather nasty about the whole business? Snooping, prying, looking for sick things.
Yes.
Somebody's got to do it. Separating the horses from the villains. Terribly important.
It just seems to me.
Sid doesn't have to, you know, Rollo. He's made his money.
It just seems to me it's something you do if you yourself are inadequate in some way.
Peeping Tom was impotent, that sort of thing.
At least he wasn't afraid to look at a woman naked.
Pass the salad dressing, Sid.
Where do you think he's gone then, eh? Back to Bath, eh? No, he hasn't gone back to Bath because we checked with his family.
I don't know anything, Chico.
Oh, maybe you do. I mean, did he have any problems, you know, worries? Did you like him?
Well enough.
Good with horses, was he? Did you ever see him with strangers, you know, people from outside?
No.
Which was his locker?
That one.
Yeah. This his girlfriend?
Maybe.
Come on, I'm not trying to get you into trouble.
Yes.
Do you mind if I take it?
No.
Who was she?
Oh, that's Beth. She works at Mackenzie's yard. You'll find her there or at Ripon on Saturday. She's got charge of that horse, Creole Talk. He's a useful one.
Great, thanks.
Oh, Chico.
Yeah?
That horse, Torsolino.
Yeah?
I had a jinx on him.
How do you mean?
Well, he nearly died twice before that. Once loading up, and once there was deadly nightshade in his feed.
Mr. Adams know about that?
Nobody knew, only Bubbles and me. I found it and told him.
Oh, thanks very much, Noel. I'll be seeing you.
What do you think about Rita's love?
You see anything with four legs?
Oh, nothing I'd bet on.
Well, I'll see you later.
Yeah, see you.
Sid! Sid Halley. When they let you out of hospital?
Same time they let you out of jail.
Good to see you again.
You too.
All right. Ah, this is Creole Talk, isn't it?
Do yourself a favour, eh? You'll start about 2 to 1. Halfly hair, right?
What, number 7?
Yeah. Can't fail.
Thank you, Tim. See ya.
See you, Sid.
Hey, you're a friend of Bubbles Hinton, aren't you?
Yeah, why?
Well, have you heard from Bubbles lately?
Why should I?
Because you're his girlfriend, aren't you?
More reason for not talking to you.
Look, if he's done something crooked,
He
right...
hasn't. I like that. You're suddenly so interested in Bubbles and so interested in me because a horse is dead. If I got kicked in the head, would you be asking questions?
Yeah, to insure for 40,000. Now, where do you think he's gone?
He's emigrated.
Emigrated?
I said I want 5,000 on Respighi.
No, I can't take that amount, madam.
You mean you're refusing my bet?
Yes, I'm refusing your bet. It would be over my payout limit. I'll take 500.
Well, I bet what I want to bet. You put up the odds and I'll take it.
Against the rules, madam, I'll take 500.
That's ridiculous.
I can't discuss it with you, madam. I'm doing you a favour. I'll take 500.
That's 500.
Number 6, 20,000, Respighi. 500, 42, 1, 467.
They can't refuse. Put it all on.
Get on the blower, Fred.
Okay, go.
I want 500 on Respighi.
500 Respighi.
I want 500 on Respighi.
500 Respighi.
Will you take 300?
Will you take 300 on Respighi?
$200.
All right, 200. Respighi.
Well, you've got £1,000 at 200 Respighi.
And the last horse to go down for the next race is
number 8, Apple Figure.
Buy me a drink. I don't think I can bear to watch it. I'm be sick.
Hello, Fobbsy. You still do take little bets, do you?
Yes, sir.
We're to get a living, sir. We'll take anything. Right, give me 4 tenors, Hartley Hare.
Just 3 or 4 to go in, including number 6, Respighi.
2 large gin and tonics, please.
We're just waiting for Respighi, this Italian-bred horse now over here, trained by Duncan Adams. He's having the blindfolds put on. He's gone into stall number 2. The jockey wears black with the white stars. Off comes the blindfold. We wait for the handlers to come out of the front, and any moment the white flag will be up. In fact, it is, and they're off. And Respighi out very slowly indeed. He must have lost about 10 lengths or so. Meanwhile, as they start to settle down, it's Hartley Hare who's the first to go on. So Hartley Hare, the early leader from Bloodstone, Maxwell, Apple Picker, then comes Girl Jacky. They're running now towards the 6th furlong from home marker. Little change in the order, still Hartley Hare in the lead from Bloodstone. Then comes Girl Jacky, and just moving up a place or 2 on the outside, fairly special. And so they now straighten up for home, and the one that's really stone last is Respighi. He's got an awful lot to do as they come now towards the final 3 furlongs. But Hartley Hare continues to lead from Girl Jacky, Bloodstone, Apple Picker, and the one that's right behind, but now starting to move up and make up an awful lot of ground is Rita's Love. And it's Rita's Love coming out to challenge, but Hartley Hare's holding on to the advantage, and at the line, Hartley Hare is the winner from Rita's Love, Apple Figure, then comes Girl Jacky, and as they come through, the last one over the line is Respighi.
Sylvia, please.
I'll kill him.
Sylvia, please, control yourself.
I'll kill the boss. I'll kill him.
Sylvia! Last, were you?
It's not my bloody fault.
No, I wasn't blaming you.
There's nothing the matter with his legs. He ran like a camel. He ran like he had a belly full of water.
Okay, wash him down. I'll have a look at him.
Right, so who gave him the water? Oh, you could be in a lot of trouble, eh? You just went for a cup of tea, so who sent you?
Do me a favour. I didn't leave him. I never did.
Oh, what are you drinking, Sid?
No, on me, Tim. Thanks for the tip.
Rubbish. I took my own advice. Whiskies, Jack and Mackenzie, eh?
Hey, Rita's Love gave you a bit of a fright, didn't she?
Say she did.
Caribbean tan is quite a different colour. Skin tan is much more attractive.
Yes, absolutely. There's one disadvantage.
Yes, I know. It stops at the neck.
Hey, Sid. Your whiskey.
Oh, yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Well, the big mystery now is who put all that money on the no-hoper, eh?
A woman, I saw her do it.
How much was it?
5,000. Oh, she looked like money. You know, Greek-type money, offshore money. Cream silk and a big green hat.
Oh.
I think you're talking about my cousin.
Am I?
Well, aren't you?
Well, who's your cousin?
Countess Cuccioli.
Oh.
So what you done this time?
5 on a horse called Respighi. I think it's still running.
Oh, probably because it had an Italian name.
Would you like another drink, Julie?
No, thanks, I'm fine.
Wish you had been bought a bookmaker.
Yeah, don't we all?
Aren't you Sid Halley?
Am I?
Well, aren't you? I'm Julie Chapman.
Should I know you?
Not unless you want to.
Julie, darling, I think we ought to go now.
Miss Chapman, I want to.
That's nice.
How do I get in touch with you?
Have you got a pencil?
Chico, have you got a pencil?
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. You got a nerve, I must say. I wish I could do that.
Do what?
Yeah, his age, too.
Don't worry, my son. Your time will come.
Just the large whiskey and American ginger, Tim. Oh.
A large whiskey.
Chico, I want to show you something. Look. Respighi, trained by Duncan Adams, right? Look who owns him. Luciano Battiotti. Coincidence?
Yeah, maybe somebody don't like Signor Battiotti.
What's it about, anyway? Yeah.
You'll be the first to know. So how do you get on with Bubbles?
Oh, yeah, his girlfriend says he's gone to Australia. So now we've got a South Sea bubble.
Here's my round and nicked in. 2 more, please, Jack. Oh, and lemonade for the boy. Well, we can't have him extradited for falling off a horse. Anyway, we can't prove it wasn't an accident.
Yeah, except somebody was trying to kill Torcellino. I mean, deadly nightshade in his cornflakes isn't an accident.
Well, it's not foolproof, but you leave a gate open and you know there's a lorry coming. I suppose I'd better advise the company to delay payment.
It's out of office hours.
No, not ringing them.
Oh, no, don't do it, Sid.
What are you talking about?
Don't phone her.
Why not?
Because all this is no reason to get involved with the snob set again. You don't need another debutante. You need a nice, free-range Cambridgeshire girl with a big bum and a warm heart.
When I want your advice, remind me not to ask for it. Close the door after you.
Hello?
Hello.
So, how can I help you, Mr. Halley?
What do you mean?
You're a dedicated man. You haven't invited me to dinner just for my big blue eyes.
I have, you know. It's not bad.
It is one of the finest Italian wines, sir.
Nothing to do with your investigation?
No, nothing. Who's Luciano Battiotti?
I haven't the faintest idea.
Well, can you introduce me to your cousin Sylvia?
Yes, of course. If you wait until Saturday, you can get the lot of them. Roberta's coming over from Milan.
Oh, who's Roberta?
Sylvia's ex, Count Guiccioli.
Ah.
He brings their little boy over to see Sylvia.
Yeah, well, no problem about money.
No, Sylvia wasn't poor, and Roberta is stinking. He's in plastics or oil or something. Doesn't Libya mean anything to you? How did you end that?
No, Libya's a country.
Oh, is it? Hello, Liz. Egon.
Oh, hello, Julie.
Egon, sit, Halley.
Hello.
How do you do?
Have a drink. Champagne, all right?
Yeah, champagne's all right.
Is Sylvia here?
Of course, darling. She's giving the party. But she's had to go upstairs with a bit of a headache. Oh, excuse me a minute.
Well, that looks like a bit of a wasted trip, then.
You'll get to meet her, don't worry. Tom, is Roberta?
Mama's not feeling very well, but she will be much better tomorrow.
I told you he was dotty about his son.
Why don't you go and play? Judy, darling.
Roberta.
Good to see you again.
Sanguccioli, sit, Halley.
Hello. Delighted. Julie told me she had met you.
Aren't I good? Roberta knows all about horses.
She means I have a small stud, but it's nothing much.
Any in training?
And myself, no. I'm only interested in breeding.
Oh, not like your,
Sylvia. Yes, I've heard about that escapade. She should stick to roulette. She knows nothing about horses.
Well, if she wants to lay money on Italian horses, there are a lot of them about.
Italian horses? That is old-fashioned. What is an Italian horse? As you know, they are all descended from the same 4 stallions. I send my mares to be covered in Kentucky, and mares come to me from England.
Do you happen to know an owner called Battiotti?
Battiotti? No. D'Alessio and Vitatini, I know. But no Battiotti. Excuse me. That's enough. You'll break it. You'll break it. What is it? I have no idea what it is. Maybe it's...
Look, Julie, do you think you could,
Yes, okay. Hello, Paolo. Hello. I've got a present for you in the car.
Aren't you a lucky boy?
Hmm? This is a beautiful place you've got.
Thank you. Shall we show Judy the gardens? Come on.
Sorry, I was looking for the...
Ah, come here. Listen. Listen to me. No, listen.
I think you've left the...
I know you think I'm...
No, not at all. Look, I want to talk to you about...
Now, you listen to me for a minute.
Respighi. A horse, Respighi.
Shut up! I'm trying... You will listen to me, won't you?
I'm listening. Oops, sorry. Sylvia. Sylvia.
I'm a good mother. You can't say I'm not.
Sylvia. I think I'll call again.
No, listen. No. No, just listen. No. No, wait, listen!
Come on then, what happened?
I saw her again the next day. This time she was nearly sober.
And?
And she said it was none of my business. And then she gave me a list of the things I could do with myself.
Right, there's Respighi now. Blue jacket.
Yeah, I got him. And they're pacing him with Regal Star.
Not giving him any trouble, though.
Well, if it wasn't water, it was something else.
Uh-oh.
The governor don't like strangers on his gallops.
And Mr. Adams is an old friend.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's go and ask him, shall we?
I'll have these.
I see. They are very expensive. Get on. Oh, get after him, Chico.
What for?
Tell him we've won.
Couple of ribs. It's just like old times. You going off to the track and coming back concussed with a broken collarbone, or not coming back at all. My having to find you in hospital strapped up in traction like a comedy cartoon.
Only twice?
Too often. But isn't it funny you've done it again? It makes me think that this is what you want, to get hurt.
No, that's just the risk you take. The point is winning.
A friend of mine, who's a friend of Sylvia Guiccioli, tells me he saw you there with a girl.
I've changed my mind. I think I will have a drink.
What's she like?
Who?
The girl.
Oh, the girl I was with. She's blonde, about your height. A little slimmer, not much in it. Blue eyes, your coloring. She's arrogant, snobbish, self-obsessed.
You might as well have stayed with me.
Not even thoroughbreds are exactly alike. Oops.
You like that?
Yes, I did enjoy that.
I'm ready, Sid. I can drop you off in town. Unless Jenny has persuaded you to stay.
He hasn't been asked.
No, I'm ready, Charles. Chico will be wondering what became of me.
Well, yeah, I know, but you are sure? Yeah. All right. Yeah, well, thanks for trying anyway, Mick. Yeah. Yeah, cheers.
Oh, I've had enough of this bloody thing.
Signor Luciano Battiotti is not in any English directory. He's not known to the police. He's not known to the Racehorse Owners Association. He certainly isn't known to any Italian trainer or the Italian Jockey Club.
Yeah, well, you have to prove the horse exists, but not the owner.
Well, at the risk of being beaten up again, we've got to go back.
Here we go, then.
Oh, what's the matter? Your ribs hurt?
No, I like it. I like it.
Come on.
Well, it's your own bloody fault. If you want to watch my gallops, ask.
So they were your blokes?
No, of course they weren't. What were you doing there, anyway?
I wanted to see how Respighi worked at home.
Respighi? Why?
Same owner as Torciolino, and I think his luck's a bit too bad to be true.
I thought you were investigating the accident, not the owner.
Look, I still want to speak to him, and he's not going to get his 40,000 until I do.
You're a stubborn bugger. I'll have to contact him first, get his permission to give you his address.
Hey, what are you burning out there?
Oh, my God.
Hey, Tony! There's a fire down the bottom yard. Quick, grab some water. Come on, you girls, you come too. Tuppy! Yes? Who'll give us a hand? There's a fire down the bottom
It's a
yard.
what?
Come on.
Respighi. Torciolino.
What the hell?
That's all it is, Governor.
It's a smoke bomb.
Well, put it in the bucket. Move!
Now, which of you little buggers knows about this? No? Was it you, Tony, up to your tricks again?
No, Governor.
What about you, Mick?
That won't me, Governor.
No, all right, then. Get back into the middle yard. Go on. Go on and get back to work. It's all over.
There's no one about.
No. I expect it's them local kids trying to make fools of us.
What was it then?
Some bloody practical joker.
Good Lord.
Look, I've got work to do. Have we finished our conversation?
Yeah, just get me that address, would you?
I'll write you.
Do you mind if I look round the yard?
Look at what you're bloody like.
What? I thought for a minute you had set the place on fire.
Ah, but did it work?
Did it
Bills of sale, registration, passport, racing records, veterinary certificates, you name it, it's in order.
That Yachty's address has got to be in there somewhere.
It's a Swiss bank. Here, come
Oh, thanks. Swiss bank, numbered account, blank wall, dead end, cul-de-sac.
on. Oh, there we go. Ah, yes.
How do I look?
Worse than ever.
That good, eh?
Hey, are you okay?
Well, I could do with a bit of help. Look, you know what to expect, don't you?
Yes, sure.
Hey, you really have been in the wars.
No, that's just temporary. It's an occupational hazard. It only hurts when I laugh.
Well, I'll try not to make you laugh.
I'm afraid I still need a bit of help.
All right. Come on, lie down.
Oh, no, don't make me laugh.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Anytime. Turn the light up.
No. I want to see you. Oh. I can't believe it. Hello. How did you find me? Yeah, all right. Yeah, well, that's tomorrow, isn't it?
What was all that?
Respighi's running in the 3:30 at York tomorrow. Do you want to go racing?
That's tomorrow, isn't it?
Sick them all, Bill. Sick them all, Bill. Sick them all, Bill.
Formsy, how you doing?
Just work over the Chancellor, me old son. Just work over the Chancellor.
Don't see Sylvia anyway. Do you know if she's here?
No, of course not. She's in Milan.
Eh?
Milan, Italy.
No Sylvia. And no Respighi.
Going down early is number 13, Respighi on your card. Respighi in the black and white stars. Leading the paddock now is Happy Hunting, number 12, followed by number 5, Cornfield Silo in the brown orange chaperon.
Hey, hello. Oh, hello. On duty?
No, not today. I'm here on pleasure.
Oh, sorry. Julie Chapman, Simon too.
Hello. How do you do?
Hey, that horse.
Yes?
He said it wasn't going to run again for a bit.
Oh, Duncan's decision. Nothing to do with me.
Thought it might have been the owner's idea.
No, I shouldn't think so. No, Duncan entered him a long time ago. Decided to let him take his chance. I mean, it's his business. I can only advise.
And you didn't advise against?
Well, look, I'd advise you not to put any money on if that's what you think.
Thank you.
Anyway, it's nice to meet you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Let's begin. 33 to 1, sir. How much?
700. Fontana di Torvino, Majesty. The mother of the horse. Via Appia, father of the horse, my own.
You've got 700 at 33. You've got £23,100 at 700. Ticket number 98. And a Merry Christmas to you.
Grazie.
There's one we found there.
They're under Stoller's orders.
And the first to show in front is Napoleon from Happy Hunting and Cornfield Silo. As they turn into the straight, it's Napoleon in the lead from Jockey Jack and Boy Brody, with Respighi just behind the leaders on the outside. They have about 3 furlongs to run. Respighi challenges on the outside to join Napoleon, Happy Hunting and Cornfield Silo. Just under 2 furlongs to go, Respighi now in the lead. And inside the last furlong, it's Respighi drawing clear of Cornfield Silo and Happy Hunting.
won, Speaky?
No. Tortellino.
Well done, Sammy. Great show.
Simon. Thanks for the tip.
I'm sorry about that. I didn't even have a bet on myself.
Oh, what a shame.
He really ran well, didn't he?
Yeah, didn't he?
Well, I'm just going to have a look at him. Bye.
Sid, when I asked you who won...
I said Tortellino. Horse that's supposed to be dead. He's got the form and the breeding to win a race like this. Respighi? No way.
But they can't get away with that.
They just have. Come on.
Steward's inquiry. There is a steward's inquiry. The public are reminded to retain all betting slips until the result of the inquiry is announced.
They haven't.
I'll bet you. These stewards will order a dope test, the horse will be clean, and they'll get away with it.
Who's they?
Let's go find Chico.
Oh, Paul, 23,000 quid. You know he was putting bets on all round the ring, don't you?
Well, I know that now.
Well, why didn't you lay it off like the others?
I thought it was Santa Claus. I thought he was giving me a Christmas present. I'm supposed to be the villain. I'm supposed to fleece the unsuspecting public, and I've been robbed by a what? Poof!
Here is the result of the steward's inquiry. The placings remain unaltered. The placings remain unaltered.
How can I go home? I mean, you've heard about battered husbands. What, Sid? Chico? You're detectives. Do some bloody detecting. Now, prove that it was a fraud. Prove it, and I'll give you 10%. 20%. I'll give you 4,000 quid.
And expenses.
Yeah, and expenses, yeah.
Roberta? Julie?
The markings are almost identical. They get off the plane from Italy. That's Respighi. That one's Tortellino.
When they get to the racecourse, the horse is who his trainer says he is.
Sid, when would you like to go?
I could fly out tomorrow morning.
Duncan Adams wouldn't take the risk. He'd lose his licence.
Well, maybe Duncan doesn't know about it, or maybe he thinks he can't get caught.
There's your invitation to Milan.
Good. Tell Forbesy not to pay out. And try to find out who wants to collect. Well done.
I will do the best I can, on condition that you try to protect my ex-wife.
No, I can't promise to do that.
It's your turn, Sylvia.
I'm not legally responsible, but my family has a reputation.
Yes, well, mine doesn't.
I take your point.
Look, how can I promise to protect her when I don't even know what she's done? I might not be able to.
What are you talking about, Roberto? Protecting me? What can he do to me? If the damn little man wants to know what happened, I'll tell him.
Sylvia, you are involved in a criminal act.
I was fool enough to lose £5,000 at a horse race. They didn't call me criminal. I don't need to be protected.
That is a matter of opinion.
Did you know about the horses being switched?
Yes, of course I knew about it. That was the idea. That was the game, stupid. To switch the names of the horses and put a huge bet on the good horse. That was the game.
I'm trying to explain, Sylvia. It was not a game. It was dishonest.
Oh, don't make me laugh. Horse racing is all dishonest. It's just a fancy way of separating fools from their money. I admit it. I know I'm a fool, Roberto. But I'm not dishonest. That's insulting. It was a game. It didn't work.
Oh, it worked all right.
What do you mean?
Respighi. No, I should say Torcellino. He ran again last Saturday. Came in at 33 to 1. And somebody won £23,000.
Bastard. The snivelling little bastard. Why didn't he tell me?
Because whoever he is was afraid that you would ruin the odds.
Me ruin the odds? Don't be so stupid. Why are you so stupid?
Me stupid? Now, who was it who put the money on the first time without bothering to find out they were having a dress rehearsal? Come on, who is he, Sylvia?
Well, if you're so bloody clever, why didn't you find out in the first place? It was Turpin, of course. Turpin.
And who's Luciano Battiotti?
Oh, that must be his boyfriend, the waiter, I suppose, who helped him buy the horses.
Did you know they were going to kill one of them?
What? What do you say?
Did you know that they were going to kill Respighi?
Oh, no. I mean, no. What do you take me for? To kill a poor helpless animal? That was never part of it. That never was. I wouldn't do a thing like that. I admit to all the silliness about the money, but you ask Roberto. I'm mad about animals. It was an accident. Everybody knows it was an accident. You're just saying that because you work for an insurance company. Talk about dishonesty. That's disgusting. That's dishonest. All insurance companies are thieves.
Sylvia.
Oh, shut up, you silly little man.
Would you like a drink?
Yes, Cinzano, please.
St. Augustine said that even a saint is not responsible for his dreams. It is sometimes so with the people we marry.
I'll keep her out of it as much as I can.
And another thing. Just you remember, I lent them 15,000 to help buy those horses. I lost 5,000 on that bet, and I want that money back. Just you remember that.
What you do not know is that I am the breeder of Torcellino. No, I am not involved. I sold him as a yearling. And when his owner died last year, his son, who was not interested, put his horses on the market. So this Turpin was able to buy Torcellino and take him back to England, along with this Respighi, who looked like him.
Oh, if I could only prove that.
You can. Grazie.
Can I make a couple of phone calls to England?
Please.
He's expecting me.
Oh, Santa Claus. Come in.
I just collect.
Well, you don't expect me to pay that sort of money out over the counter, do you?
Mr. Turpin, Forby wants to see you inside to count the money personally.
I think you know a colleague of mine called Sid Halley.
Yes?
At his suggestion, we'd like to have a look, if we may, at a horse called Respighi.
What's the problem, Mr. Forbes?
Hello, Turpin. Ah, so you know my friend Sid Halley?
Yes, we have met.
Excuse the interruption, Sid. We can continue our chat a little later. This is just a small matter of paying out.
Yeah, sure.
Sid and I was having a chat about the identification of racehorses. Well, Sid's been doing some researches in Italy. Look, Sid, why don't you just carry on what I say to this little thing? You'll be very interested in this, being a racing man.
Yeah, well, as I was telling you, Forbesy, when a racehorse is named in this country, the owner has to fill in a naming form.
on which there's a diagram listing all the characteristics of the horse. Stockings, blazes, scars, so on, all of which have to be certified by a vet. Well, as Mr. Turpin can tell you.
Yes.
Normally, when a horse arrives in this country, the horse is who the shipper says it is. And when it arrives at a racetrack, it's who the trainer says it is.
21,000, 22,000.
Except in the States, where for about 40 years now, they've been tattooing the inside of the lip.
Did you know that, Mr. Turpin?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, but even that can be scarred over or changed in some way. So, obviously, there is a need for some sort of international system for the fingerprinting of horses. Now, there is something called the chestnut or night eye, which is on the inside of a horse's leg. And that is just like a fingerprint.
That's some kind of a match.
Never changes, and it's absolutely individual. And there are some breeders who, in expectation of an international agreement, have begun to fingerprint their horses in this way. Let me show you what I'm talking about. These are a couple of night eye prints which I picked up when I was in Italy. They're taken from a yearling colt called Torciolino. Go easy on them, eh? Beaten to death by bookmakers wouldn't be good for your image.
For your sake, Sid, we won't hurt him. Much.